So here we go, Westfield. Gonna get the ball back here. Just trying to make something positive happen. This is a tough Silver Creek team.
We know who's buying.
There we go, Kaminsky with the kickoff. And Underwood makes the catch and then runs out of bounds. So the ball will be started at the 15-yard line for Westfield as they are having trouble on these kick returns. They've fumbled a couple and now they catch one and go out of bounds. And of course that starts them in poor field position, which they've been through most of the game with poor field position. But we'll try to get something going here in this series. And they're back to their spread here. North's going to be in shotgun with Ramelt next to him in the backfield. Underwood in motion to his right. And now the draw to Ramel, but not much doing as Silver Creek was right there. Now we got a late penalty. Looks like we got a late hit. Larry Kaminsky with the tackle there in the backfield.
Kaminsky with the tackle.
Unsportsmanlike conduct here on Westfield. We had a late shove. As the refs converge and talk about the play. Unsportsmanlike on Westfield. Ref still trying to straighten things out. Now they call personal foul on Westfield. Same thing. And now timeout Westfield. As Coach North will try to settle his offense down along with Coach Quagliana. Try to settle them down, and those penalties hurt as they're going to mark that one off of half the distance as they'll get the ball about to start off about the 6-yard line here. Or actually be second down. Be about a 2nd and 18.
Left to go in the third.
A breezy night here in Westfield, but it's great compared to the 2-3 days of rain that we've had. Very nice fall night here. And now we're getting ready to back the action. Westfield will start out about the 6-yard line. Be about a 2nd and 18. As refs, looks like talking to some of the players, just settling things down. The North under center with DeLand and Ramelt in the backfield. Here's a handoff to Ramelt. He's trying to get around and trying to get out of the end zone, and it's not going to happen.
Garrett left side.
His tackle is made by Roland Jimerson in the end zone for the safety. Roland Jimerson busted that play up, trying to get around the corner.
For the Black Knights. Number 56, Roland Jimerson on the play.
So Silver Creek. Westfield was going in the wrong direction on that one. Silver Creek makes it now a 33-0 game. As that penalty hurt, as it knocked him from about the 12-yard line to the 6. And next play, Roland Jimerson bust through the line and tackles Garrett Ramelt in the end zone. Now 33-0 Silver Creek. As Rob Genko's defense gets them on the board too. So far, total dominance by the Silver Creek Black Knights. Well, we knew it'd be an uphill struggle here for the Westfield Wolverines.
Frank Sterlace will be deep for the Black Knights.
So Westfield will now have a free kick after the safety. Frank Sterlace is back to receive it at about his 30-yard line. Free kick. This will not, once there's a safety, they do not kick off the key. It'll be a free kick, usually done by the punter. And that's the case as Ryan DeLand is free kicking this one away. And good kick. Bounce about the 40-yard line. It's going to pound past Sterlace and out of bounds at the 25-yard line. But that ball goes out of bounds without being touched, and that's going to be a penalty.
There's a flag down for the punt going out of bounds.
So Westfield kicks it out of bounds for the second time today. Sterlace very, very alertly let that ball bounce, and it just bounced right out of bounds. And they will start. Silver Creek starts at Westfield's 45-yard line. So if the kickoff goes out of bounds, start at the 35. Free kick goes out of bounds, you start at the other team's 45. So quite a difference there. And that's where Silver Creek starts out. Zach Williams still in the game with Cody Heher under center. Sterlace in motion. There's the pitch to him left. DeMarco, and Taylor Wright runs him out of bounds.
Pitcher on the left end. Tripped up by number 30, Alex Underwood.
They gain him about 5 yards. Cross to about the 39-yard lines. Gain of 6. No, 2nd and 4 here for Silver Creek. About 7 minutes left here in the third quarter. And hand up the middle to Williams. Good tackle there.
Brought down by number 68, Mason Simonia.
Mason Simonia with the tackle.
And number 51.
He held on tightly. Tackles Williams for the up the gut move. It's going to be gain of about 3. It's going to be about 3rd and 1 here for Silver Creek. Land split wide right. Zach Williams in the backfield, along with Lamphere. And hand off to Lamphere behind Williams. He's got room again to the outside. And now he cuts back to the middle of the field. He is tackled by DeMarco. But he gets to about the 5-yard line. DeMarco with the tackle.
Tackle by DeMarco.
But a good cut. Fake to Williams, and then Williams starts as the lead blocker. They've used that a couple times here today.
Pick up a 31.
Pick up a 31. Use that a couple times. Fake up to Williams. And right behind him is Lamphere. So now at the 5-yard line, Sterlace in motion. Williams fake to him up the middle, and now DeLand busts through the middle and takes down Heher for a nice loss, about 6 yards. So Heher faked to Williams up the middle, tried to roll out, set up an option, but DeLand was there to break that up. Loss of about 7. It's a good play by DeLand. It's one of the few bright spots today so far for the Westfield defense. Ball's at about the 12-yard line, so yeah, 7-yard loss. Now here in shotgun. 2nd and 8, 12. Sterlace in motion. Look right, receiver screen, and he's busting out to the 2-yard line. No defender was there right away.
The number 21,
Zach Klezowitz with the catch on the screen. Nice setup there as he had blockers in front of him. And as I mentioned, you probably didn't see a Westfield defender to about the 5-yard line. So it's going to be about a third and goal here. Williams alone back. Heher trying to sneak his way in there, and he got some help from Zach Williams, who was pretty stagnant going there trying to get in, but Williams gave his quarterback a shove and helped him in there, and Silver Creek continues to roll. It's now 39-0.
Heher with the touchdown.
So Zach Williams aids in that touchdown too. He had 4 touchdowns here tonight, and he pushes his quarterback in there for the 5th touchdown. And that one is good also by Kaminsky. It is now 40-0. Not much going right here for Westfield. 40-0 Silver Creek. $40-0. 4 touchdowns by Zach Williams, a QB sneak by Cody Heher, a 30-yard field goal by Larry Kaminsky, and also a safety by the defense by Roland Jimerson. And that's how it's 40-0. Powerful running here for Silver Creek today, as they're physically dominant line is taking care of business up front against Westfield. As you can see why this Silver Creek team is known to be one of the top teams here in Class D. So 40-0. Larry Kaminsky ready to kick off. To Underwood, Ramel, and Okerlund are back deep. Westfield's had some trouble here on the kickoffs. Returned. Here's Underwood. Across to about the 25-yard line. And that's where Westfield will start off.
Brought down by number 7, John Jimerson.
John Jimerson with the tackle. So Westfield will see if they can get anything going here, starting about their 28-yard line. Here we go. North still in. He's got DeLand and Rameld in the backfield. Not much going for the Westfield offense. But just it's going to take steps here. Get a first down or two and get things rolling. Here's a handoff to Underwood. Coming left side. He's got a little bit of room. Breaks a couple tackles, and then he's finally taken down by Andrew Lamphere. But a good gain on the fake right and the counter left, and good gain of about 8 yards.
He's second to long.